Hello guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I would like to thank everybody for subscribing to my YouTube and giving me the support in my YouTube channel as well. Now hitting up 2,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude towards all of you. Right, so yes, in this session, for people who doesn't know me, right, or just know me, well, in this session, right, I'm going to analyze out what are the currencies pairs that I'm going to focus later on. All right. So look at don't just look at my video, right? So also look at the way I do it for my forex trading as a full-time trader. So I always analyze out what are the currency pairs that I'm going to focus, trade, and I will focus all these currency pairs in one session of 4 hours. Right, so in this case, okay, I won't be like I won't be flying around like a housefly searching for currency pairs, and I got myself confused. All right, okay, so yes, let's dive into my MT4. Right, hi Hubert, Sabrina, thank you for coming in, and Bradley, Aiden, thank you so much for coming in. Right, okay, yeah, so let's take a look. First of all, I'm going to analyze out the trend. Okay, so the action of this session over here. All right, I'm going to analyze out the currency pairs. I'm going to cherry pick them, and later on I will do up. Okay, all right, I will do up these currency pickup for trading. All right. Okay, then after that, now I will go into the chart to analyze out the trend. Okay, I will look out for the trend first. All right. Well, hi Wasim, we'll miss you, sir. I will miss you too. All right, so no worries. I will be back on the 29th November. All right, so yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so yes, right. So over here, first of all, I'm going to analyze out the trend. So basing on this trend, we can take a look like this. It seems like we are into the bear trend. Am I right? Okay, so in macro, it looks like it's in a bear trend. But however, looking into the details, okay, of the recent movement, over here, we are actually setting up for a bull. So the bull is actually looking out for a resistance, okay, to break, right? So in this case, right, so over here, we may be still looking out for buying, right? So for this one, okay, I will be looking out for buying first. Okay, so tentatively, if there's any selling opportunity, it's also a pullback. So when buyers, if you are looking for a buying, all right, I would suggest that you may want to look out for this area of 0.88958. Okay, that will actually help you to set up a support, continue the buying, right? Okay, so that's for Aussie CAD. And next to go, look out for the trend once again, right? So in Aussie franc, look out for selling the bear, looks like, but now it's hitting up a support to build a higher lows over here, which means that the support has giving some strength to push higher, so there may be a chance of a buying. So I'm going to give this a miss because I'm a seller, but for buyers, you can take note. Okay. All right, so for Aussie yen, by looking at the chart here, we can see that it's the bull, right? It's very obvious that we are looking into the bull trend. Well, how about the recent move over here? Yes, we are still hitting on the support, looking out for a resistance up there. So probably we may be looking out at this area here. Well, so it has already cleared my target over here. I'm going to clear this off, all right, so that will not be so confusing. Because that is for the selling. Okay, the selling we have. I think last 2 weeks we have cleared the area of targets here, and now we are out. So now we are moving it towards the north. So buyers can take note. Okay, so for this, we're still looking out for things like buying, correct, hitting on the support and it's not breaking. So will there be any chance that it's going to come with a resistance? Right, then you will start selling. Well, we may, okay, we maybe want to take this, right? But according to the report, right, Japan economy has shrunk, okay, in the third quarter. So tentatively, I would say that probably if you are going for a selling, hoping the yen is getting stronger, maybe, but it's not that promising so far. Okay. So yeah, I will give this a miss as well. Well, so for Aussie Kiwi, well, let's take a look. Aussie Kiwi. Well, Aussie Kiwi, look at the trend here, and we are looking out for a bull, correct? But the recent move is actually coming back, breaking out of the bull movement, okay? And we actually go into a selling bear zone. All right, so selling bear zone over here, Aussie Kiwi. Will there be a good chance for selling for Aussie Kiwi? Yes, I will say that yes, we will have a good chance for selling Aussie Kiwi. So after identifying the trend with the detailed movement, the recent movement, then the next move that I'm going to take is that to look out for the resistance. So I have a resistance over here, as we can see, the resistance over here, and now creating another lower highs and now moving towards a support. So in this case over here, there's a support over in this area here, right? So in this area here. So let's take a look. If this is going to break the support over here, right, then I will be taking a selling trade, okay? So Aussie Kiwi, yes, I'm going to put Aussie Kiwi into my selling list, right? Aussie Kiwi, yep. Aussie Kiwi over here, yes. How about Aussie dollar? Let's take a look at Aussie dollar. Firstly, I'm going to identify the trend. Once again, it looks like we are in the bear trend, correct? But in the recent move, it set up a support to continue the buying as a bull. So taking a look at this, well, will it actually look out for a resistance before we actually can start selling? Well, perhaps the resistance is over here, which is very near. We are now getting nearer to the resistance level. So as we can see, the resistance level in this area here. Yep. So this may be one area that we can take a look. Right, so there is another one up there. There is also one that is quite threatening, right? But it's good for seller. So for this, okay, I'm going to put this Aussie dollar into my watch list. Right, why am I going to put this? Is because it's getting nearer to the resistance, where in fact we have tested once, right? And then now retracing downwards. Now it's going to retest again. So after the retesting of the resistance, if it's not working to break out, then we will have a good chance for selling. It may be today, second half of the day, or maybe even tomorrow. So we can put this into our list for monitoring purpose. Okay, all right. Yeah, and let's move on to Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. Well, Euro Aussie over here. As we can see, Euro Aussie, if we're going to put this in, wow, is this a bear or is bull? Right here is a bear coming in into bull. So tentatively, Euro Aussie, I'm still looking out for some bull. Okay, so it's still in the bull. So tentatively, the bull is still being supported, and I think it's still quite good for buying. So for Euro Aussie, buying is still possible. However, we just need to wait for it to come and test the support level here. Then we will go for a buy. All right. Okay, so we move on to Euro CAD. Euro CAD. Well, Euro CAD over here. After this downward trend movement down to as a bear, and now with this recent move, you can see the pattern over here. We are actually setting up for the buy. So Euro CAD, I will still suggest a buy. Okay, and the resistance level to take note is actually quite good. Okay, which is one near here. Once it breaks out this area, we will be moving out towards this area here. Right, this is the area. So 139.60 is one good price for the buyers to continue the buying. Right, so yeah, for seller we have to stay away. All right, so let's move on to Euro Yen. Euro Yen. Right, Euro Yen over here. Euro Yen, as we can see, it have been weeks that we are actually escalating for the bull. Right, in this bull over at this point here, as we can see, the recent move, it seems like it's actually coming down for selling. However, it stopped at the support. So it stopped, the price actually stopped at the support, am I right? So at this moment, are we still going for selling? No, the recent move here, it looks like there's a selling opportunity. However, right now it's actually coming back into the supported area, which will give much more support in buying. All right, so I will not buy, I will not sell for this Euro Yen unless it breaks the support area. Then I will consider for selling. Okay, right, so for now I'm going to give this a miss. Later on things may change, we may come back here and see. All right, okay, so once again over at this point here, right, once again, well, over at this point here for Euro Kiwi, we can see there's a lot of movement over at this point. Bull started to run and then started to come back as a bear. So forming out the lower highs over here is a sign of selling in the bear zone. However, are we ready to sell today? Okay, so let's take a look. If I'm looking at this area of support, okay, we still have about 44 pips away from the support. There may be a chance. If this breaks the support and continue the selling, of course, there is a very good chance there. All right. Okay. So for Euro Kiwi, yes, I'm going to put Euro Kiwi into my watch list. Okay, for selling after. Okay, we can do scalping here. All right. After it breaks the support, then we will have a good space down there. All right. This is a good space down here, which I see there's about 100 pips to go. All right. So that's for Euro Kiwi. Okay, so let's go with Euro Dollar. Let's take a look at Euro Dollar. Well, Euro Dollar, first of all, identify the trend. We are still in the downward trend, but after which it started to set up the support to move into the bull. So currently, with this area of support here, okay, we can see that it's actually moving towards the resistance level, which is here. Right, this is the resistance level. Then after that, if this is going to break above, set up another buying signal, Euro Dollar will continue the buy. Right. Will there be any retracement downwards for selling as a pullback? Yeah, there may be a chance. Okay, we're about we still have around, right? It may give a selling signal over here, which we can experience another 70 pips. Well, the pullback we may be having 70 pips. So, well, okay. So in this case, all right, over at this point here, right? So it's still on the buying side. So I'm not really keen on going against the trend. Sell, right? Unless it actually comes in and break the support over here to go into the selling. Then yes, I will go for a selling. All right. Okay. So let's move on. Yep. And Pound Aussie. So I'm going to put Euro Dollar into my watch list. There may be a good chance there. All right. Okay. Well, for Pound Aussie, after the bear has ran down, now supported up into the bull. Now the bull has actually exhausted in this way, showing as a selling signal over here. Well, coming into the area, right, for Pound Aussie, which last 2 weeks we have plotted this area as a target. It met out with my target once. Now yesterday came up another one, right? So it's formed as a support over in this area, right? So for Pound Aussie, if I'm going for a selling, right, since we are looking out for a bear, entering into the bear, so I'm looking out to sell, all right? I'm looking out to sell, but I have to break the support level over here. Make sure it breaks the support level over here, then there will be a good chance for selling. Okay, right. So tentatively, okay, and we are going to wait for this Pound Aussie, right? Because tentatively we still have very big space here, about 83 pips to break the support. Okay, so let's skip this. Right, Pound Cat. Let's take a look at Pound Cat. Well, Pound Cat over here, we are still looking at the trend here, moving downwards, and what's the recent trend over here is moving upwards. So it seems like the bull is actually recovering, correct? Okay, so since it's recovering, now we are actually looking out for the support, which now we have one support over here. Look out for this area that it may go for a higher high. This is one of the resistance that we are looking out for, which is very clear over here. Right, so tentatively, okay, if this is going to break out, okay, we will be going up for the higher one. So tentatively, it is still up here, and we are still about 30 pips away. So buyers, you can scalp along the way until it breaks the resistance for you to continue buying up. Okay, right. So yeah, and that's for Pound Cat. So I'm going to skip Pound Cat. Okay, Pound Franc. Let's take a look at Pound Franc. Well, Pound Franc, as we can see, the bear comes in, the bull set up, and the bear comes back again. So it's going to take out some imbalance there. All right, so we have some imbalance out there to actually to focus on. And in this case, all right, we are looking into selling. But today, is there a good day for selling? Let's take a look. So after identifying the trend, I'm going to look out where is the support. So if I'm going to sell, I'm going to look out for where's the resistance. Right over here, the resistance, as I can see, we are here. right? So at this point here, we have a resistance level at this point here. But looking at the whole trend here is a trending market. Am I right? So with this trending market, I will be doing this and this level of support that become a resistance that may create a lower resistance, a lower high, and continue the selling. So over here, for pound franc, we have about 68 pips to continue the selling if this able to hold it down. Okay, so I'm gonna put this pound franc into my watch list. Well, pound franc looks pretty good. Okay, right. So yeah, I'm going to put this in my watch list and see how it goes. Right, pound yen. Let's take a look at pound yen. Well, pound yen, how is it going? Well, pound yen, as we can see, we are actually moving towards the north as a bull. The bull is still running very steadily, correct? Okay, so in this case, well, we are in the bull, but the recent move has actually created a downward trend over here. So now we are actually moving into the selling to look out for a support. So the support, I will say that it's actually pretty low. Okay, still down here. Right, so tentatively by looking at this, selling is possible. All right, selling is still possible when after looking at the trend. Now we are going to look out for where is the support and the resistance. So one trending down market here, lower highs, now lower highs. Now it's going to retest. Okay, it's going to retest the area. Okay, so it's going to retest this area here to continue the selling. Well, let's wait because we are right in the middle of nowhere. So probably, okay, for pound yen, we need to have a little bit of patience to wait for it to test on the resistance, which is about 74 pips. So buyers, this is your time. And later, it may start to swing down. If the resistance able to hold, then seller is your time. Okay, right. So this is where I'm looking out for. Okay, so from here, as we can see, okay, this is the price 165.889 will be my resistance. I'm waiting for it to go up first. Right, for buyers, you can start to look out for buying trades. For seller, have to wait until it hits on the resistance before where it don't break and it started to swing down. Then we'll be looking out to sell 165.889 around there. Look out for a selling signal to a very good space of 164.451. Okay, 164.451. So that is a quite promising one. Well, so for pound yen, okay, we have to wait. I think that will likely to come in the second half of the day. Well, so let's wait for it. Okay, so I'm not going to include that first. Well, so for pound kiwi, same thing. We have a downward trend over here. Started to move around this area, and after that, it boom up to become such a bullish market over here to push out the price up up there. And after it has a head and shoulder over at this point here, it started to go down. So when it started to go down right now, are we going to look out for selling? Yes, we are in the bear. So with this head and shoulder pattern over here, I think it's quite obvious that we are looking out for the complete, okay, for the complete one that actually gives a very nice head and shoulder here. Right, so I see that there may be a good chance of selling. So from here, we can see that the selling has an extension over here. So let's see the support level. Okay, we have yet to clear this area, and I'm looking out for this area. Okay, clear, and we can go down for about 70 pips. Okay, 70. So at this point here, this is the resistance at this area here. So let me zoom in so they can see clearer. Well, we have one imbalance over here, the gap here to be filled, and that's where we know where are we heading. I think pound kiwi is very promising. Okay, it's very obvious that where are we going. There's a mission in the pound kiwi, right? So I'm going to include pound kiwi into my watch list to sell. Okay, right. So next to go, pound dollar, right? Well, pound dollar from here. Once again, we are into the bear, and from the recent move, the bear has set up for us support to buy into the bull. Right? No, it's setting up for the buy into the bull, and it's actually going to test the resistance. We are very near to the resistance right now. So in this case, all right. So I'm going to look out for this case here. Okay, allow it to test on the resistance. If the resistance able to hold it down, highly likely it's going to come back into this area here for a support. Okay, it may come on the second half of the day or tomorrow onwards. Okay, so tentatively we are still looking out for this. Right, so let's check on the H4 for the support. Yep, one support over here, as we can see in this area here. Right, so it's actually coming down. Okay, there's a support here, forming up the support. It looks like it's ready to take off again for a higher high. Right, so in this case for pound dollar, right, allow it to break this area or to retest the resistance before we start selling. Okay, after retest the resistance, if it's selling, then we will go for a selling. If it's not, then buyers, please take note. All right. In fact, for now, buyers can already take note. Okay, so the buying signal is coming very soon. Okay, yeah, it's coming soon. So over at this point here for selling, we have to wait for it to break. Okay, so pound dollar, I'm going to put this out first. Pound dollar, I'm going to put this in. Okay, pound dollar. For monitoring purpose, okay, I'm going to put this in. Yep, and let's move on to dollar CAD. Well, dollar CAD. Well, dollar CAD over here, yes. Are we moving towards the bull or to the bear? All right, so tentatively, by looking at this, we are still in the bear. So we are in the bull. Okay, for here, in the bull. But the recent move is actually coming into the bear. This shows something that this dollar CAD is actually looking out for support to move higher up. However, can it still continue to move higher up? We do not know as of now. Okay, I don't predict. Okay, I will trade according to what the chart shows me at the moment right now. So for now, okay, this case here, the support has been they have found a support here. So looks like now they are actually looking out to retest the support to confirm, then move up. So along the way when it's actually coming in, right? So we have 60 pips of space, right? 60 pips of space to sell. So I think that's still quite okay. Right, so dollar CAD, I'm going to put this into my watch list for selling. Okay, a temporary selling over here. Okay, so right now let's move on to dollar franc. Well, dollar franc over here. Well, I think it's quite obvious that we are actually in the bull running up for quite a I would say it's very unstable. A lot of movement here until it start to shift down. So over at this point, it shifted down and started to retrace. Is because it met up with the support level, right? So in this case here, okay, we are now looking into this area of selling. Are we going to sell where the support is so near? Okay, let's check. Okay, current price to the support we have about 39 pips. So will there be a chance of selling? Yes, probably there may be a chance of selling. So dollar franc is also something that we can pay attention to, right? But this is the space is actually quite small. Okay, so probably we need to take note. Okay, yeah, and this is also an area whereby dollar franc may started to retrace upwards. Okay, so we may want to take a look. Okay, be very careful with them. Okay, dollar yen. Let's take a look. Dollar yen. Obviously, we know it's a bull market, and this one has a recent move as a push down. So this recent move of push down will it actually come into the bear market? I would say tentatively, no. It has still been supported. But is there any chance that we can sell? Okay, I would say that tentatively, I would say it's F. Yes. Right. Why is that so? Because there's imbalance down there and we are trying to recover it. Okay, so we are going to fill it up. Okay, we'll fill the gap up. So before we fill the gap up, okay, it seems that we are on the resistance now. Double top here, then we are going to start selling at the bottom. Okay, so once it breaks below this area, 40 pips, you can do a scalping. There's a selling trade, and then we are going down for another 127 pips. Well, it's possible. It is possible, so just take note of this. All right. Okay, so for dollar yen, okay, I'm going to put dollar yen into my watch list as well. Okay, but take note of the dollar because dollar they are all now currently can be quite bullish at a certain time, so it may also retrace upwards. Okay, so take note of the space below that's needed. Okay, then we'll be able to trade better. Okay, well, Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin now is now we are quite stabilized in the 16,762 below 16,009, which is my resistance. All right, so over here at this point here, what we are going to do is that the market right now, okay, we have not even recovered from the Terra, okay, and now we have this FTX. Well, it seems like there's a lot of uncertainty there. So the big drop, I'm still looking at about 16, correct? 16 over here. Yes, the 16, I took the opportunity. So after that, now over here, when there's another drop over at this point here, then maybe going down to about 15 or 14.8, 14.7, sorry, 14.7. Okay, so there may be a possibility there, right? So there's a lot of uncertainty there. Okay, so tentatively stay away from it. Right, for gold trading, yeah, for gold trading, yes, for gold we have still achieved the target 1770. Okay, we are still around here. So will that be a chance that it's actually going for a buy to look for, because of a lot of people are saying that, oh, the economy is bad and a big investor actually withdraw from the crypto, giving up crypto and going into the gold for a hedge. Okay, so will that be such a situation that's going to happen? Yeah, then maybe, right? Okay, so we may want to look out for the gold trading in the hour of 1, 2, 3. Okay, first half of the London session. Okay, first half of the London session. I think that will give a very clear picture of where it is going. Okay, all right. So that's all for now. Let's see what do we have over here in my cherry pick. Right. See. Right, I have Aussie Kiwi, Aussie dollar, Euro Kiwi, Euro dollar, Pound Franc, Pound Kiwi, Pound dollar, dollar CAD, dollar franc, and dollar yen. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's all for me over here. Guys, do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel because later on I'm coming in another 1.5 hours time, GMT plus 1500 hours. I'll be coming in for the live trading with all of you. Right, so when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can join in and we can discuss the trade together. We can take a trade together and take profit together. All right. So yeah, that's very, very nice community that we are building. We have as of now. All right. So guys, I shall see you later, and do remember to smash the like button to show your appreciation for the effort behind this video. All right. See you guys. I'm Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. See you.